Dojan! What's up, people? Tobias here, and that's why this is Undefeatable Twilight. I just wanted to do another of my infamous non-scripted, half-coherent rant videos, because I just recently played a game which is like over 20 years old now, and I never actually really played it much until now. I played like a bit of it, like the first few levels or so, but I never really got that far because I never actually owned it. Now I do own it, so I can play it, and I have played it, and I've discovered that it's terrible. You probably already guessed from the title, but I am of course talking about Crash Bandicoot. Note that I am specifically talking about the original PlayStation version of Crash Bandicoot, not the Insane Trilogy remastered, because I haven't played that because I haven't got a PS4. So I'm talking about the original PlayStation, so if you go in the comments saying that, oh, they fixed it in the Insane version or whatever, yes I know, but I'm not playing that version, I'm playing the original. And I've come to the conclusion that it is not a good game. I don't care what people say. People say, oh yeah, it's Crash Bandicoot, it's great. No, the series is good. I like the series. I'm a fan of the second game was awesome. The third game is fantastic. The first game sucks. From a technical standpoint, it's badly designed. Let me talk about the save system. Yes, I know there's passwords too, but who wants to write down a complicated password every time they want to restart their game? Come on, people, this is the PlayStation era. We have memory cards, we can save our games, we don't need to write passwords down. It's not cartridge era anymore. So yes, the only way you can save your level progress, because for some reason the geniuses behind this game decided that there were going to be two separate save categories, for lack of a better term. You save your level progress by finding 3 Torna tokens hidden in crates throughout the stage, which then teleport you to a bonus round. You then have to complete that bonus round in order to save your level progress. If you fail the bonus round, which is surprisingly easy, you have to restart the entire level again in order to get another chance to save your game. And some of these levels are quite hard, and the Torna tokens are hidden in boxes quite a ways through the level. So if you miss your chance, you're going right back to the beginning to try again. If you obtain a clear gem or a gem of any kind, you also get a chance to save, but that only saves your gem total, not your level progress. So even if you complete like 5 levels and get gems for all of them, if you only save your level progress in the second level, then when you restart the game, when you reload your save, you will only have up to that second level completed. Even though you'll still have the gems for the levels beyond that, you won't actually have completed the levels, so you'll need to do them all over again. So, annoyance number 1, the save system is stupid. Thankfully they stopped doing that in the future games and made it so you could actually save the game after completing levels. But still, I don't want to have to replay a level that I've already done because I couldn't manage to find 3 tokens and do a bonus round. Second, any Crash Bandicoot aficionado knows that if you manage to collect all the crates within a level, you receive a clear gem at the end of the stage. This is only half of it in the first game. In the first Crash Bandicoot, in order to get a gem, you have to complete the level while getting all the crates and without dying. And have you seen how difficult some of these levels are? If you haven't, then, well, you'll have to take my word for it or go play the game yourself. But trust me when I say that this game is hard. I mean, Crash Bandicoot has always been a pretty difficult game series, but it kind of dampened the impact somewhat because the games beyond this allowed you to die. Getting all the crates in the stage is hard enough. Getting all the crates without dying is an exercise in mental torture. And I've been doing that because you know I'm a completionist, you know I want to do it 100%. And let me take one level, for example, Sunset Vista, which is infamous for being one of the hardest levels in the game, and believe it or not, was actually originally going to be even harder. Sunset Vista, I spent, I think, probably about 3 hours straight just trying to beat that level and get the clear gem. 3 goddamn hours just trying to beat one level because it is that hard. And that's not even the last level. That's like halfway through the game, and the levels only get harder from then on. I'm currently playing it now, and I'm on this one level called Toxic Waste, which if you go watch Kid Icarus's hardest Crash Bandicoot levels video, he mentions Toxic Waste, and I have to say I fully agree with everything he says in that level. They've got these bouncing barrels that bounce towards you, and it is freaking impossible to know whether they're going to hit you or not. They don't cast shadows, so you can't use that to judge where they're going to land, and there's nothing to indicate where they're going to hit. And because they're coming towards you, and the PS1 graphics, it's really hard to judge whether they're actually going to hit Crash or not. Also, that reminds me of another thing I wanted to talk about, the controls. Because this is an early PS1 game, it came out before the release of the DualShock analog sticks, so you can only use the directional pad to move, which means you only have 2 speeds, standing still and running full tilt. Okay, that's not so bad, but what makes that a terrible thing is that they also put in some very precise platforming. Most of the hazards in the stage isn't from enemies, it's from hits, because you have to jump on platforms that are like that big, like barely just big enough for Crash to stand on, and you have to jump from one to another while going away from the camera, so it's even harder to judge where you're going to land. Yeah, you can use Crash's shadow, but that's kind of, you don't really get enough time to adjust your position if you can see you're not going to land in the right place, because you just jump and then you miss and you fall and you die. And precise platforming is really hard when you can't control your character's speed. You have to basically jump and, like, sort of, I don't know, let go of the D-pad in mid-air and hope that you slow down enough to land on the platform. Then you factor in the fact that some of those platforms are moving, and it becomes even harder. Also, backtracking. Yeah, in order to complete these levels 100%, you have to backtrack through a lot of them, which means you're running towards the camera, which means you can't see what's coming up in front of you, so you either have to inch your way forward really goddamn slowly, or pretty much memorize the entire level so you know exactly where the hazards are and when to jump and when not to jump. And even then you can still screw up because the camera doesn't show you what's coming up and you can't change it. I'm pretty much convinced that Naughty Dog made this game deliberately incredibly hard, because, I don't know, thankfully I think they learned from their mistakes, because the future Crash Bandicoot games don't have these problems, but this one is just bad. I can't defend it. It is just terrible. Like, not just because it's hard. I mean, I don't say video games are bad just because they're hard. I mean, this is badly designed to make you, like, the save system, if you make your player have to find 3 hidden tokens, and when I say hidden, I do mean hidden, they aren't like out in the open, you have to look for them, in order to go to a bonus round and then complete that bonus round, which is usually pretty tricky, and if you fall, you have to restart the entire level again and find all those 3 tokens again just to get another chance to do the bonus round so you can save your goddamn game. Just let us save at the end of the friggin' level, for Christ's sake. Anyways, there you go. That's why I don't like Crash Bandicoot. You feel free to disagree with me or whatever, but this is my opinion and it's not going to change. I really think this game is really badly designed. So, yeah, that's it. See you next time. Love and peace.